Buenas, buenas. Welcome to Music Marketing TV. I'm Kevin Ochoa, and today I have the pleasure of sharing Synthesizer V Studio with you guys. Now, in this video, we're going to look at Synthesizer V in the context of a remix. So I have remixed, somebody told me by The Killers. I had done a remix that I showed at NAMM, and what I started to do here is I started replacing the original vocals with the synthesized vocals from Synthesizer V. Now, the first time I saw Synthesizer V, I thought it was like a huge DW, and it kind of is a huge DW for vocals. Let me make my head a little bit small here. And as you can see, we have different notation, we have waveforms, and we have like automation type of things on here that you can change and move around. So that it's a full-blown synth vocal DAW. You can think about it like that. You have your tracks up here, you have your piano roll, again, your automations, and then you have different settings over here for different takes, different notes, dictionaries, and whatnot. And we're going to get into them. However, we're going to look at them in the context of a remix. And in this first video, we're going to look at them in the context of importing your audio, editing the notes, and editing the lyrics that your vocal is that your artist is performing. There's different artists in here. The one I'm using in this case is Kevin. We have a few different ones. My Natalie 90 and some for rapping, which is Richie. But in this case, I'm gonna use Kevin, not because it's me, my name, but it's because it's the person that trained this. I guess their name was Kevin, or they just thought, okay, let's name the singer Kevin. But anyway, we're gonna use Kevin for these takes. And what I'll do now is I'll play back the full demo with the Synthesizer V vocals and the remix that I made for Somebody Told Me by The Killers.
Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had it with this game. I'm breaking my back just to know your name. Oh, but heaven ain't close in a place like this. Anything goes, but don't blink, you might miss. Cause heaven ain't close in a place like this. I said heaven ain't close in a place like this. Bring it back down tonight. Ooh, ooh. Never thought I'd let a rumor ruin your moonlight. Well, somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year. Is not confidential. I've got potential.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that demo. I really enjoyed it and how it actually blends in quite well. And if you can hear the vocals, the pitching, it's so similar to the original, which is fantastic. Now, for this first video, I want to share with you is the ability of course importing the audio, changing any notes that you need to change, and of course the lyrics and phonemes. So I want to cover that in detail. And in future videos, we're going to look at grouping, so you can copy and paste different choruses, and then also some more details into like automation of the parameters and whatnot to make it sound more realistic. But anyway, right now what we're going to do is we're going to first decide. We have two options here. We can render out the vocal here and import it into Synthesizer Studio outside of your DAW and the standalone version, or we can use it inside as a VST inside your DAW. In this case, I tempo stretched the vocal to make it fit my song, which is 148 BPM, my remix of it. And now what I want to do is I'm going to consolidate my track or render out my vocals. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna rename this vocal track so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. And now what I'll do is I'm gonna right click here, and before I do that, I'm gonna disable the sends. I'm gonna right click here on the track now and set consolidate track from track start. And I can also cover this over so it doesn't record or render out too much. Anyway, so let's go back here and consolidate tracks from time selection. And then I'm gonna disable my insert effects. Make sure this is 24-bit so we're getting a good file. Of course, wave and press start. Now, the reason I'm doing this is, of course, for the tempo change or the time stretching that I made. I'm gonna go ahead and now mute the track because we're not gonna need it. I'm gonna go over to my unsorted inside FL Studio, which is where my plugins are gonna live in the channel rack. I'm gonna click on this plus button and go to more plugins and load the Synthesizer V Studio plugin. It should be right here. And it says auto recovery. A crash is found. We record files. And press cancel. It's also anytime you refresh this or import a new audio file or whatnot, it asks you, hey, do you want to reset the plugin or whatnot? And it's really good that it does that because you might accidentally drag something in here or delete something, and you don't want to do that. So I really like that there's these really good quality of life additions that the software already has, and it feels like a very mature piece of software. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the consolidated audio. I'm gonna select it and go back to unsorted, and then I'm gonna drag and drop the audio file, and it's gonna automatically create a track. If I was in studio mode, sorry, I need to play that real quick so that FL stops triggering the sample. Sorry. So if I were to import this, I would have to create a new track, right? Sorry, new instrumental track, and then I would import the audio in from here. Okay, if I was working with the standalone mode. But anyway, I'm gonna start going through here. As you can see, my whole file is loaded here. And if I right click on the audio, I have the option to extract notes from audio. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Extract notes from audio. I'm gonna select round pitch to near semitone, phonetic lyrics transcription, sorry, and transfer pitch onto converted notes. I'm gonna deselect that, and then I'm gonna press OK. And this isn't gonna take long at all. It's probably gonna take 15 to 20 seconds to do the whole song. It's a 4-minute song, so it's actually a little bit longer than the standard piece of music nowadays that's considered pop music. So it doesn't take long at all, and it should be almost about done here. There you go. Okay, so it take roughly like 30 seconds or so. So you can see here that now I have all my notation right in green, and then underneath there it's my waves forms that have been generated, and then there's also this little squiggly line that's my pitch, right? I can mute the original vocals so they're not triggering back, and then now inside FL Studio I can go to a little bit before track 12 and then play this back. And if I just solo the plugin, you'll hear that. We're playing just back a sine wave. So what happened here? Well, in the track mode, we have to, of course, select our singer. So I'm going to select Kevin in this case, like I said. And it's going to start rerendering all these notes out. And you can see it renders out super quick. So it's just so easy to work with. It's such a pleasure. Anyway, let's go ahead and play this back.
I breaking marred, but just don't know you're a hiding room. 17 tracks and I'll path it would this gym.
And you'll see that sometimes the translation is not the greatest. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. From the get-go, it's not praying, it's breaking, right? So I'm going to double click on my notes and write breaking. Okay. And then the next note right here is, it's actually the same note, but it's split in two, right? So I'm going to press shift and where's my plus? The equal sign, plus. And there we go. Over here as well, it doesn't say, but he says my back. So I'm going to press tab, my, and then back. Okay, let's play this back.
Breaking my back, just.
That's pretty darn good. Now let's go ahead and fix these guys up. So it says Chisto no. So just to know. Tab, to, tab again, no. Then your. And then right here, I would press the little, not the underscore, but the halfway. I think it's just a dash. I'm not sure what to call it in English. To know your name. Yeah, so name. Please don't make fun of my terrible attempts at doing this singing, because I cannot sing at all. That's why I'm using this Synthesizer V Studio. Okay, let's play this back. And so
I breaking my back just to know your name. Room.
Yeah. And then right here, let's straight to this. Spread this out.
Name room.
Okay. And then here 17, it's quite similar, but let's fix it. 7, and then tab, and then plus to signal the new what do you say, the new syllable, and then it's 17. So I'm gonna have to add plus to both of them. And you'll see here finally that not only is it two different notes, but it also changes pitch.
17 tracks.
Okay. And I made the mistake of putting 10, 17. Okay.
17 tracks.
And it's just so mind-blowing that I'm able to change so many details in the get-go. Thanks.
17 tracks and I'll path it.
And I've had it with this game. Okay. And and I've why is my typing so off right now? I've had it, and you see right now that I these notes became blank, right? So that's because I moved this a little over. So we have to make sure that we're not moving notes under each other or over each other, because that signifies that we're trying to create harmonies, and that's not how Synthesizer V Studio is going to work. So, yeah. So we got to make sure that we don't move those notes too much. And I've had it. Had it. Tab with these games. Yeah, there we go. And I think we have a good little phrase
Breaking
right
my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had it with these games.
All right, I think it's really good. Okay, let's play with the rest of the track. But in this case, let me just add it to the 106 track, which is my vocals. And let's play back.
My back. Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had
I'm gonna add a little fruity balance at the beginning just to add the balance. I could do this inside Synthesizer Studio, but I'm gonna show you that in a different video. Okay, so you can make your tracks louder, but I'm not gonna get there.
I'm breaking my back just to know your name. For 17 tracks and I've had it with these games. By breaking my
And I think the original one says game. I had it with this game, so I need to fix that. This game. There we go.
I'm breaking my back just to know your name. For 17 tracks and I've had it with these games. By breaking
With these games, might be games. Okay, I'll see. I'm gonna go look up the original lyrics because I don't remember them all like 100%. But let's see. Let's take a look at the next one.
in my bag just to know your name. I'll put but haven't I posted all just like fish.
Okay. Let's mute. Let's bring it back to a different track for a second.
In my bag.
Breaking my back. Okay, this one I'm gonna delete this and make it over here, and then it's breaking again. So breaking, tab, plus. Okay, okay, it's good. Back. Now back in English is spelled like B-A-C-K, but I think phonetically should be similar enough that where that
Breaking my back just. Breaking my. By breaking my. Breaking my. By breaking my.
This might be a breath right here, so let's put BR to signify breath, and I'll double check that later. Okay. Plus. Okay.
Breaking my back just to know your name. Just to know your name. Up. Know your name. Up. Put but haven't your name.
Your, and then over here, of course, we can do a little dash. I need to find out what the name of that is, but it's not the underscore. It's the other one.
Your
Okay,
name
anyway.
up put but haven't I name up put but have
O.
your name oh but haven't I posted oh but haven't I posted oh to slide like fish but haven't I posted oh to slide.
Okay, I need to tap out. I need to actually look at the lyrics right now for a second. So I'm gonna look at them real quick.
But haven't I posted oh to slide.
All right, so here he's saying, "'Cause heaven ain't close in a place like this." And then this is continue. Okay.
Oh, your name, oh, 'cause heaven ain't close in a place like this. Him and
This I'm gonna have to change it a little bit, but I'm gonna get into that a little
like
bit later.
this. Him and thing goes where Don Prit and
Okay.
Cause heaven.
Where's it? But
Oh, but heaven ain't close in a place like this. Here man and thing goes where dawn.
Anything. So any thing, and then plus. Let's have plus. Goes. But don't blink. But don't blink. You might miss, because heaven I think I messed them up. Anyway, let's see.
Like this. Here anything goes where dawn. Blink you might miss, 'cause heaven.
Oh yeah, I messed
Like
this up. Okay.
this. Here anything goes where dawn. Blink you might miss, 'cause heaven. Place like this. Here anything goes.
Anything. Is it this?
Here anything goes where dawn.
But don't blink.
Blink you might miss, 'cause heaven ain't close.
Nope. All right, I'm gonna have to tap out and actually listen to the lyrics real quick, and of course I have to edit that out of the video. All right, so I got this right here. Let's check it out.
Breaking my back just to know your name. Oh, but heaven ain't close in a place like this. Anything goes, but don't think you might miss.
Pretty good. I just got to change a few things here and there, but roughly it sounds quite good already. I think might has to be a little extended too, right here. Now to do that, I can go to my note properties and I can change the timing of phonemes. So I want to hold that longer, right? Let's see.
But don't think you might miss. Think you might miss.
I could make it even longer because I think it should be longer, maybe not as strong. And let's accentuate the T.
Don't think you might miss.
I think it's quite good. Okay. So that's what I wanted to cover here for this video. Just going in here and changing some of the notes, the lyrics, you know, the phonemes. There's a really good resource page. So search up Synthesizer Studio resource page. You're gonna have the manual, the phonemes, and you can actually go and change them here. If you see here, there's a little thing that says syllable. If I click on it, it's gonna bring this together. So it's not gonna sound as unnatural
But
as it did
don't
before.
blink you might miss. But don't think you might.
You hear how that space is a little jarring? You can click on that, and it's gonna be gone.
But don't blink you might miss.
Yeah, so all these little things add up. Changing of course, the lyric, of course. Well, sometimes you don't really have to change it. It does it good in some cases. Like the back, I think the backs were fine. I didn't have to really change them. But I just did them because visually I needed to have the C and the K together. And remember the plus symbol is for different syllables, and then the extension is the little line that's next to the equal sign. This one, I need to find the name for it. So there you go, those little things, and then the breaths are the BRs, right? So
anything.
And these we can make them a little bit more, let's say, strong by adding them right here, and also changing the duration
Anything.
and the length over here too. So you can actually make them longer.
Anything. Anything.
You can hear it there. It's a little bit more, how do you say, present. But all these little things make the performance sound a little bit more natural, than it did before. If we play back just a little bit more of the original interpretation, you're gonna be like, oh, that's a little weird.
Date cosin am poisadi guess to pass in love I getting shit a plays I biddles in briegato brie back down chidai.
Yeah, it sounds really different compared to this.
I breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks.
Got a little right there.
Your name. 17 tracks, and I've had it with this game. Breaking my back just to know your name. Oh, but heaven ain't close in a place like this. Anything goes, but don't blink, you might miss.
There we go. So let's play that with the rest of the track.
Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had it with this game.
And I'm definitely gonna need more processing, perhaps some distortion, because the original track has its own processing, and the stuff I have is just to control a little bit of the dynamics. So it's Saturn 2. And this to me is incredible at how light Synthesizer V is. Like, look, I'm gonna use warm tape, and it's not gonna like break a sweat.
Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had it with this game. Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had it with this game.
Oh, I made a mistake of adding it to.
Breaking my back just to know your name. 17 tracks and I've had it with this game. Breaking my back just to know your name. Oh, but heaven ain't close in a place like this. Anything goes, but don't blink, you might miss.
Yeah. So eventually, in the next video, we're gonna look at how to make this performance a little bit more believable, a little bit more aggressive. In this case, because the original singer is very, very abrasive in a good way. All right, that's going to be it for this video in the series. In the next ones, we're going to look at grouping, automation to make the performances sound more natural, and in this case, a little bit more aggressive, because the original singer sounds quite aggressive, quite abrasive in a good way. And we can also do stuff like that inside Synthesizer V Studio. But I hope this was enough to get your feet wet and get you acquainted with the software, moving notes around, renaming things, and seeing how the GUI works. Anyway, I want to thank you for being here with us at Music Marketing TV. I'm Kevin Ochoa, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Never thought I'd let a rumor ruin your moonlight. Well, somebody told me you